In this area, if I put my hands here and push up, I can get right under. My finger now is right on the superior angle of her scapula, where levator is attaching. I can palpate down through. There is the spine of her scapula. And then I come over. Here's the vertebral border, spine of the scapula, where those two meet. That is the root of the spine of the scapula. The acromion process lays right across that flattened out portion right here. The coracoid process is underneath all that. I wouldn't be able to feel it. Then right here is the axillary border, or the lateral border of her scapula. So in this position, a lot of times when I put my fingers like this, anything, this would be the one border, this is the other, anything inside of there is going to be infraspinatus and teres minor. Teres minor actually attaching from the about the middle part of the border of that scapula, coming over here. And then infraspinatus being the rest of that coming on over. And then above the spine of the scapula, supraspinatus. So if we're going to work supraspinatus directly, which we are a little bit today, I would actually start out here at the border of it and work this way. If I start over here, I'm not on supraspinatus in any way. Not that you can't start in that area, but we certainly need to stay within to be specific on supraspinatus, and hers is tight. I would certainly want to be right in there. And then this comes together, spine of the scapula comes together, and the clavicle come together, and there's a V right there. A lot of times pressing right into that helps to relieve headaches.
And where are you right now?
I'm right here. There's the spine of my scapula.
Mm-hmm.
There's her clavicle, and you bring these up together, and they literally kind of come to a V. Mm-hmm. And this is acromion. Push right there, and see how my finger dipped in? Mm-hmm. That's in between those two bones, and pushing right in there.
So you're right here?
Be more around it. Come here, Ben. Be more right there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Triceps. Triceps muscles really are easier to work and palpate with the arm off the side of the table like this. Olecranon process. Here's her medial epicondyle. There's her lateral epicondyle. We always really need to know where those are when we're working anything in the upper arm, in the lower arm. So there's my condyles. In between there, those ditches that we don't want friction in because there's nerves in those ditches. Don't those kind of look like bull's nostrils to you?
But can you do static pressure then?
No, because you're doing static pressure directly on the nerve.
Okay.
I can right here.
Okay.
In fact, when we work this, we're going to scrape it. So my tricep muscles are running up this way. Push against my hand. There we go. See that tricep popping up? There's her long head of her tricep. Relax. So when I come up through here, right about where this tissue V's together right there, I can push straight in there into that area. And I should be in between teres major and minor. And to make sure of that, teres major is a medial rotator, teres minor is a lateral. So push against me here. Okay, relax. Push against me there, relax. Okay, I need to be up just a little bit farther. Push against me here. Yep, okay. The other way, once I know I'm in there, push out. Boom. And when I push out, I can literally feel that muscle, and I'm right in between. And right now, in that area, I'm on the infraglenoid tubercle, just under the shoulder joint itself, directly on that long head of the tricep. So that would require a bit of frictioning in there. So that's how you find that. Now, in our book, it's like contract the teres minor, contract the teres major, and you're right in between. So here we are, Carl and I being the smart Alex that we are. Why not just contract the tricep? Exactly. That's why I contracted that at the last. Go ahead and push again. Boom. Right there. And I can feel it contracting right where I need it to be. Okay. On practical exam, if I give you triceps, I'm going to want to have to see you do the teres major, teres minor, lateral medial rotation.
So you did
and
lateral medial, okay, and back.
Because that's how I find that. Now there's my acromion process. When I drop direct down from there, see that popping right there? That's supraspinatus tendon insertion right there. Yeah. And that area is usually a little sore on a lot of people, so friction helps with this. So for there, it's going to be supraspinatus infraspinatus teres minor, 1, 2, 3, right in those areas. So that's how we work on that. Then the spine of the scapula and acromion process, which I can reach in this position, that's where my deltoids come. And then her deltoid tuberosity. Remember I told you can kind of palpate the roundness of the deltoids? Right there's deltoid tuberosity. So when I work deltoids, which is going to be my first muscle group that I work. Okay. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is deltoids, which is age 1. Deltoids